Hi there. Do you ever just want to fly away? This is just a paper airplane. It won't take me anywhere, but it is going to help take us somewhere together. You don't need a ticket, so I hope you're ready to tighten your seatbelts and join me as we get anchored. It's true, this is just a paper airplane. It's not going to bring me to any exotic destinations, but as I was making it, I was thinking about all the different places I could travel to. I miss thinking about trips and places we could go on. And I know that a lot of you have had to cancel trips to beautiful places, trips to places like Mexico. It's sad when we have to cancel those trips. It's sad when we have to change our plans. And you know, as I was making this paper airplane, folded the paper and it looked a little bit like this, and I don't know what you see when you see this, but I see a house. I see a house, and it's a place that people can live in. And it reminded me of how Jesus, when he left, he told his disciples that in his Father's house there are many rooms, and that he was going to prepare a place for them. Wow, a room for them, a room for us, not just in any house, in God's house. But there have been many times where I've just wished, I wish that I could see what my room in God's house looked like. I wish I could visit it. His house sounds so nice. You know, it's often described as a place where there's no pain and no sorrow. Just sounds beautiful, better than Mexico. And many people, including people in the Bible times, have wondered, how do we get there? How do we get to God's house? You know, the Pharisees, they were the leaders in Jesus' day, and they had a way. Their ticket to the kingdom of heaven was just to keep all the rules. And Jesus said, you know, it's not about the rules. And I'm sure that there's people who have thought, well, I wonder if we could just get into a really fancy jet and find our way to heaven. Wow, that would be a cool destination. But you know what? It's a little bit silly, because we can't use an airplane to get to heaven. That is just impossible. It's not strong enough. It won't go far enough. It doesn't know the way. So we should just kind of get rid of that idea. But what about this idea? You know, what is more powerful? What can go farther than a jet? I mean, these jets go pretty high. Real ones, that is, not my paper ones. Pretty high, higher than the clouds. But what about a rocket? A rocket. Wow, when that blasts off, it goes higher than any plane. In fact, it keeps going and going and going and going until it blasts out of the atmosphere. And it's out in space. And it has made it to the moon. And we've sent rockets with cameras even further than that. And those rockets and the people running them, they still didn't make it to heaven. Because we can't use things that we have made to get there. All of the things that Jesus was teaching in the Bible to the people around him were about how to find that kingdom of heaven. And he told people the right way when he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no one can get to the Father except through me. No one can get to my Father's house except through me. And he was referring to what he did on the cross. I know you can say this verse with me. God wants us to live in his house. And for God so loved the world, he gave his only Son, Jesus. And whoever believes in him will not die, but will have everlasting life at home with Him in heaven. Jesus is